Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes biology session, cell division and cell cycle. So very important topic we are going to discuss today. So far we have studied about the cell and different cell organelles, their functions. So now let us know about the types of cell division and the importance of cell division. In the year 1850, cell division was discovered by a scientist von Mohl, and about in the same time it was discovered by another scientist, Rudolf Virchow. In 8th class we have studied that the cell theory, one of the point proposed by Rudolf Virchow, cells are formed from pre-existing cells, was also included in that. Okay. In the same year, scientist Hofmeister discovered the division of the nucleus into daughter nuclei, followed by division of cytoplasm. Okay, Hofmeister introduced nuclear division and cytoplasmic division. Means the cell division occurs in two steps, that is nuclear division or division of nucleus and the division of cytoplasm. Okay, in the same year, that is in 1850, von Mohl discovered the cell division, and in the same year another scientist by name Rudolf Virchow studied the cell division and proposed that the cells are formed from pre-existing cells. In the same year, Hofmeister observed the division of nucleus into daughter nuclei, followed by the division of cytoplasm. Nuclear division followed by cytoplasmic division. The cell division is considered as the fundamental characteristic of an organism, and as a result of which size each of an organism increase. The size of an organism increase due to cell division. Okay. Actually, the size of organism is not due to the increase in the size of cell. It is due to increase in the number of cells. Okay. But immediately before the cell division, the cell shows anabolism and accumulation of cytoplasm at a maximum rate. Okay. Anabolism means constructive process. Catabolism means destructive process. The cell division means catalysis, breaking of the cell into two. So before cell division, the accumulation of cytoplasm takes place at a maximum rate, that is interphase. Before cell division, the growth of the cell takes place. The cell division is responsible for continuity of the life processes. Okay. Growth involves cell division. Okay, and the life processes like reproduction involves cell division. Okay. So let us proceed. The cell division. What are the causes of cell division? Why the cell division is required? Number one, increase in the rate of metabolism induces increase in the volume of cytoplasm, causes auxetic growth. Auxetic means increase in the growth, which induces cell division and initiates for the multiplicative growth. Okay, the growth involves cell division. The doubling of DNA means genetic material which is present in the nucleus. The doubling of DNA, it is also called the replication of DNA. within cell initiates nuclear division and ultimately resulting in the division of cytoplasm. Okay. Damage or any wound in the body of an organism causes increase in the rate of cell division because the process of healing of wound requires cell division. Okay. So this is the necessity of cell division. So if any wound or rupture occur to the skin, the border cells of the wounded region will undergo the process of cell division and fill the wound with new cells. Okay, that is called healing of the wound. Involves cell division. Importance of cell division. For a living organism, the cell division has great importance throughout its lifespan because so many cells, for example RBC, WBC, like that, every cell in the body will have some lifespan. They degenerate or die after their lifespan. So if new cells are not formed, then automatically some important functions or life processes will be ruptured. So that's the reason why cell division is of most important. It has great importance throughout the lifespan of an organism. Next, the importance of cell division further. The production of new individuals through reproduction. It is very important. Without cell division, there is no production of gametes. If there is no production of gametes, there is no production of the new individuals. So, production of new individuals through reproduction involves cell division. Then regeneration of damaged tissue, that only, wound healing. Then initiating the growth and differentiation. So for example, embryology, the branch which deals with the study of developmental aspects. So from the zygote formation, after the fusion of gametes, that fertilized embryo will grow into an individual by means of cell division. Okay. After cell division, cell differentiation. After the differentiation, different organs are formed in the body, either it is plant or animal. Next, development of different organs involves cell division. Next, modification in the organs causing adaptation and permanent changes in adaptive features will induce evolution. Means indirectly cell division is involving in the evolution, production of new species, because the genetic recombination is taking place. New genes are formed in the offspring, so automatically involves in the evolution. Types of cell division. The cell division is of following types. Direct cell division, first one. It is also called amitosis. Amitosis. Next, indirect cell division. It is also called mitosis. And reductional division, it is called meiosis. Okay, there are three types of cell division: direct cell division, amitosis; indirect cell division, mitosis; reductional division, meiosis. So let us study one by one. Amitosis. Amitosis takes place in the lower organisms like unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, euglena, or protozoans we can say, and in bacteria this amitosis cell division occur. It occurs in bacteria, yeast, amoeba, and tapetal cells. Tapetal cells are present in the anther, okay, male reproductive part of the flower, stamens. Next, it is a primitive cell division. It is a primitive cell division. There is no formation of spindle apparatus. So here it is very simple. There is no involvement of the nuclear division and cytoplasmic division like that. Okay, so there is no spindle formation like mitosis and meiosis. In bacteria, it is generally called binary fission. Amitosis is also called a binary fission. So here you see the diagram. Here, let us assume it is an amoeba, where the cytoplasm, nucleus. So here the nucleus undergoes small constriction in the middle, like this, and the constriction occur even in the plasma membrane, and finally this constriction increase in size and divide the cell into two equal halves. The nucleus as well as the cytoplasm equally distributed to the daughter cells. The parent cell, constriction formed, and two daughter cells are formed with equal volume of cytoplasm. This is called amitosis. Direct division, that is. Next, mitosis, cell division. Mitosis is also called equational division. It occurs during the formation of body cells. Therefore, it is also called somatic cell division. Here it is not mentioned. So, equational division or homeotypic division or somatic cell division. So, here the daughter cells which are formed by this mitosis, similarly they are like Xerox copies of the parent. Okay, they resemble their mother cell genetically. So it is also called duplication division. It is also called duplicational division or equational division. Okay, let us proceed. So here the parent cell undergoes this mitosis. So let us see. The term mitosis was coined or given by Fleming. In 1880, Fleming introduced the term mitosis. It occurs in vegetative cells or somatic cells, body cells. It can be observed in plants if you take meristems. Okay, in the plant tissues, meristematic tissue you have studied. Apical meristem, in the root and stem, we can observe which division? Mitosis, cell division. It occurs in both diploid and haploid cells. Two daughter cells are formed at the end. Okay, it occurs in diploid. Diploid means 2n, two sets of chromosomes. It occurs in diploid cells or haploid cells. Haploid cells means 1n. Why it is when the haploid cells is also mentioned here means, in the meiosis, nucleus divides twice. One is meiosis 1 and second one is meiosis 2. The second nuclear division is similar to mitosis, where haploid cells will undergo this division. Okay, so hence it is mentioned it occurs in both diploid and haploid cells. It is also called duplication division or equational division. Why? Because the daughter cells which are formed by the end of this mitosis exactly resemble the mother cells. So it is called a duplication division, like Xerox copies. It leads to the production of diploid daughter cells with identical genetic complement and helps to restore nuclear and cytoplasmic ratio. Nucleus and cytoplasmic ratio. So the meaning of this sentence is, whatever, if the parent cell is diploid, the daughter cells which are formed will also be diploid. If it possesses one nucleus, daughter cells also possess one nucleus. The cytoplasm equally divided So same amount of cytoplasm is distributed. Okay. So it involves different stages. The cell division can be studied under two headings. Nuclear division, it is also called karyokinesis, from here to here. This is called karyokinesis. And the last one is that cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means division of cytoplasm. First nucleus divides, followed by cytoplasmic division. Okay. So here mitosis or equational division, it also replaces the old cells and helps to increase number of cells within an organism. It replaces the old cells and also increase the number of cells. That's the reason why the growth involves the increase in the number of cells. There are two stages in the cell division. One is interphase or resting phase, and the second one is mitotic phase. Interphase, the first one, and mitotic phase. Mitotic phase can be studied under four headings: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. And this is the cytoplasmic division. Okay. First, interphase. Let us study in detail one by one. Interphase. Inter means in between. In between the cell division, there is a resting phase. It is called interphase. Actually, it is not a resting phase. It is, we can say, a typical eukaryotic somatic cell has two main stages: a long undividing interphase, it is the first phase, and a shorter nucleus dividing stage, it is called mitotic phase, or it is also called M phase. Okay, followed by cytokinesis. Okay, interphase. Interphase is a metabolically active stage and is divided into, so actually in 10th class we are going to discuss again about the cell cycle or cell reproduction, cell division. So interphase, it is subdivided into three stages called G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, like this. G1 phase, it is a cell growth phase 1. Okay. G2 phase, cell growth phase 2. Okay. So G1 phase, or it is also called the gap phase. In between these two, another phase is present. After G1 phase, synthetic phase appears. Okay. S phase means synthetic phase. G1 phase followed by S phase and G2 phase. Okay. G represent the gap or growth phases. Okay. S represent the synthetic phase. The replication or duplication of DNA occurs in synthetic phase. See here, DNA synthesis. So the DNA, whatever the DNA or chromatin material which is present in the nucleus will divide and redivide. Replication of DNA takes place. This is called the synthetic phase. The synthesis of proteins and RNA also takes place. Protein and RNA occur in G1 and G2 phases. In growth phase or the gap phase 1 and gap phase 2, synthesis of new proteins and the RNA synthesis occurs in both G1 and G2. the prochromosomes are appeared in this interphase. Prochromosomes means pro means before. They are not representing the original chromosomes. These are the original chromosomes. When nuclear division starts, then the chromosomes appear, start. Okay. So the synthetic phase and followed by the second gap phase or G2 phase. In G1 phase, there is a initial growth of a newly formed cell, in which the cell carries on active metabolic activities, that is in the preparation of DNA replication, preparation for DNA replication. And in G1 phase, a cell has three options. One is to continue cell cycle, and number two is to enter the synthetic phase, and number three is stop cell cycle and enter G0 phase. Okay, means in G1 phase only the cell gets prepared or get ready for cell division. Okay, children. In synthetic phase, what happens means, during which DNA synthesis or replication of DNA takes place. During this time, the amount of DNA per cell doubles, it increases. Okay. Next, G2 phase, it is the stage of further growth of the cell and its preparation for cell division. During this stage, G2 stage, the synthesis of RNA and proteins takes place. So this synthesis of protein and RNA mainly takes place in G2 phase. Okay. So doubling of chromosomes or replication or duplication of DNA occurs during interphase. So many changes are taking place. See how we can call it as resting phase. So that's why it is divided into cell growth here clearly mentioned. Growth, cell growth takes place rapidly. First G1, from G1 it is followed by, see the arrow mark here representing this G, enter into S phase, synthetic phase, where the genetic material is doubled, then enters into the G2 phase, that is during which the synthesis of proteins and RNA takes place, and now the cell is ready for cell division. So after interphase, mitotic phase begins. So this is the mitotic phase, very small, it takes very less time. So mitotic phase, where mitosis occur, the mitosis involving these four stages: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. This is the telophase is followed by cytokinesis, where the cell divides into two. Here the mother cell, two daughter cells are formed. So why the DNA synthesis occur here means, the chromosome number must be same. Diploid cell is dividing to form the diploid cells. Okay. So let us proceed. Interphase followed by mitotic phase. Mitotic phase is the phase of cell division which may occur by mitosis, that is it includes the two phases, karyokinesis and cytokinesis. The karyokinesis, what is karyokinesis? Karyon means nucleus, kinesis means division. The division of nucleus is called as karyokinesis. Cytokinesis, cytokinesis means, cyto means cytoplasm, kinesis means division. The division of cytoplasm is called as cytokinesis. Mitotic phase includes two phases. The first one is karyokinesis, division of nucleus, and the second one is cytokinesis, division of cytoplasm. Karyokinesis. In karyokinesis in mitosis is further divided into 4 subphases. These are prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. So let us study one by one. Prophase. The prophase, during this phase, the replicated chromosomes, means in the interphase only the doubling of chromosomes is taking place. The replicated chromosomes, each consisting of 2 sister chromatids, condenses. Condensation of chromatin material takes place and become visible. Then next what happens? Microtubules are assembled into mitotic spindle. Microtubules. So these are present in the centrioles. Okay. The centrosome breaks to release the centrioles. These centrioles reach the opposite poles of the nucleus, where this the chromatin material condenses and the spindle fibers form at each side of the cell, and the nuclear membrane break apart. The nuclear membrane also break apart, and here the nuclear membrane start disappearing and the nucleolus also disappears. Okay. Karyokinesis means division of nucleus. Whatever we are discussing here, the changes inside the nucleus. Okay. First interphase. In the interphase, doubling of chromosomes takes place, synthesis of RNA and proteins occur, and then the cell get ready for the cell division. It is interphase is followed by mitotic phase. In the mitotic phase, first karyokinesis. The karyokinesis first stage is the prophase. In the prophase, what happens? Replicated chromosomes condensation of chromosomes takes place. They start visible. The microtubules assemble into the mitotic spindle, and the nuclear membrane breaks or disappears. Nucleolus also disappears. See here. As I told you, the prophase, the nuclear membrane, see, started breaking. The chromosomes with 2 sister chromatids start appearing. Nuclear membrane breaks and disappears. Nucleolus also disappears. So assembly of mitotic spindles. How they are formed? The centrosome shifting to the opposite poles. So one will be here and another will be here, shifted to or here and here, opposite poles of the nucleus, and they release spindle. Mitotic spindle formation start. See, nucleolus disappear, chromatin material condenses into chromosomes, separation of enterosomes. Okay, means remaining all structures will disappear inside the nucleus, nucleolus, and the nuclear membrane. See, breaking of nuclear membrane takes place, and the formation of mitotic spindle occur. So this is mitotic spindle. Okay, so prophase is followed by metaphase. In the further we are going to discuss. Okay, thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.